You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney Theme Parks podcast, and this is show number 602 for Sunday, the 5th of July, 2026.
Where dreams begin.
Hello and welcome to this week's Disney Dream Girls. My name is Michelle Young, and together with my jolly good chum Jayne Phipps, we are your guides to the place where dreams begin. Hello there, Jayne, on this celebratory weekend for our American friends.
Yeah, happy Independence 250th. What's it? Something quincentennial? I can't think what the word is now. It's weird. It's a long word with lots of letters in it.
It's too much for as of recording on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
When I've not had caffeine.
Yeah, it's a big number. Well done. Yay.
Yay. Yes, it was lovely yesterday to know some of my American friends had the day off. I was able to touch base with the wonderful Anthony Markham, and he spilled the tea all over, which I think is a very apt word to say, about his recent Alaska trip. And it sounded fantastic. So now I know people who've done Disney, who've done Royal Caribbean, and I've done Princess to Alaska. So it's really interesting to see the differences and the pluses and the minuses of going on a different cruise line, because we all know if money was no object, I think most of us would want to do Disney who were Disney fans.
Absolutely, but it's not one of the cheaper ones to do.
If you want to kiss goodbye to nearly £9,000, an Alaska cruise with Disney is the cruise for you.
Which is it's peculiar, isn't it, how this particular itinerary seems to garner such a high price tag.
Smaller ships, higher demand, ding ding ding.
And of course you get to see Mickey and Minnie in the Sou'wester outfits.
That's the main reason of going on a Disney cruise.
Yeah.
Hey ho.
Hey ho indeed.
Yes. It is going to be exciting because some friends of mine are doing the Alaska this year with Disney as well, and they will be popping on the podcast post their trip to give me all the news and what they thought of going on Disney Cruise Line. Now, one of them has already done a Disney cruise, the other hasn't. So not only is it going to be to Alaska, amazing, fantastic, but it's going to be a first Disney cruise.
Very interesting. Going to be interesting to see what the take is on that then.
Yeah, and it's really, really difficult, I personally think, if you go on Disney for the first time as your first time on a cruise, it's really difficult to appreciate other cruise lines after that, because in my opinion Disney do set a very high standard.
And I think I can echo that as somebody who's only actually sailed Disney, and every time I kind of hint or perhaps mention the possibility of trying another cruise line, my other half is the one that tells me, no, we're only doing Disney.
Pre-Disney Cruise Line, I'd already done Royal Caribbean. And yes, it was an older ship, but I did really enjoy the cruise. I've also done Princess Cruise Line, and my husband has only done Princess. He did the Alaska and a cruise to nowhere with Princess, whereas I've also done the Mexico itinerary with Princess as well. So this year, it's going to be a big cruise year for him, because he's doing the very first Disney Cruise Line to Castaway Cay and Lighthouse Point with me this summer. And then at Christmas, he's back on our favourite Princess cruise ship, the Discovery Princess, as we sail down to Mexico.
Ooh, so lots of firsts for him.
Yeah, so it's going to be really exciting to see how he does. I am trying to get him into the bit of the swing with being on a Disney cruise, and I did manage to acquire a couple of bits of Disney clothing. Now, as you know, Jay, my husband doesn't mind wearing the odd Star Wars influenced shirt, but he doesn't really wear any Disney at all, ever.
No. But
I have got him a Castaway Cay button-up shirt, and he does look a little bit snazzy in it.
I have seen the photos, and I would agree with Michelle. It does suit him.
He smiled.
Yeah, he looked very comfortable in it, Michelle.
I know, and he probably won't when he finds out I've ordered the same shirt.
Oh, matchy matchy.
Matchy matchy. I know it's a really sad life, isn't it? When you think, what's your couple's goal in life to have a matchy matchy shirt with your other half? So that'll just be snuck into the suitcase, and when it's our Castaway Key day, come on, let's get on your Castaway Key shirt. Oh look, snap!
Yeah, for me it was kind of the other way around. We were when we were at Disney World just before Christmas. It was actually Simon that kind of, I think, half suggested. I think he took my lead and we kind of both did it. We had the Donald and Daisy Duck matching Christmas T-shirts that when we stood for photos we had to make sure we were the correct way around. Which I think meant we ended up wearing them twice because we looked back at some of the photos from the first day and went, oh, we didn't do it right. We have to go back and do them all again.
Oh, bless you, Bo.
I know. But things you do when you get older. You get dafter.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I've got completely dafter. And, you know, the fact that your hair is pink and mine now is purple proves the point.
There's too much time for being normal. There's not enough time for being a little bit weird, in the words of Stitch.
I know. And one of the weirdest things that, I don't think I've told you this. I might have told you this. I possibly haven't. I don't know. For the holiday in the summer, I don't want to have my hair, which is now getting quite long. It's getting past my shoulders now. I've booked to have my hair plaited, and the lady who does it is going to plait into my purple hair some strands of pink.
Oh, fantastic.
So I'm very excited, and I will be obviously heartbroken when, after about 5-6 days, I have to take it out. But it'll cover me for the Disney part of the trip, so very exciting.
Oh, that's very cute.
Things are getting there. The timer is getting smaller and smaller. It's almost a month to Disney.
Wow. In fact, I mean, we're a little bit obviously after you. I think probably a month after you get back is when we'll be going. Well, no, actually probably about 3 weeks. Yeah, brain kind of working now. But yeah, I was doing the, having had my hair colour revamped a couple of days ago, it was get the calendar out, make sure I've got my hair appointments in for the correct timeage. I now have a new nail appointment coming up next week and I've already planned out. I now know when my nails need to be done prior to. So you can always tell you're on a countdown when the very important things in life, nails and hair, are booked into the calendar way in advance.
Yeah. And it's this really strange British quirk that they sell summer clothes May through June. And when you start looking for summer clothes that replicate the weather and the fact you want a summer holiday, all you can find in the shops are jumpers and jeans and long, warm clothing. But it's actually 86 degrees outside.
I must admit, and this goes out to all the English parents out there and the English teachers, I have seen certain supermarkets already promoting and selling children's school uniform essentials. The children haven't even broken up for their school holidays yet, and they're already promoting school uniform for September. Let them have a few weeks joy and peace, surely to goodness.
I do know a lot of our fellow American educators are already on their summer break. We still have to slog it out to the 17th of July, and then we will get our 6-week break.
Even I'm going into preschool again before you break up, Michelle. I've got a little one going in my capacity as chairperson. I'm going in to check my staff.
Oh, get you.
Yeah.
Well,
hard life, isn't it? 2 hours in a preschool room.
Well, I'm on the countdown, 10 days, and then I'm trying to do my capsule wardrobe. Ooh. She says, jokingly, because we all know Michelle will take 57,000 things she doesn't need, like she did to Paris. I am trying my damnedest to make sure I don't overpack, because I will be away from the 12th to the 31st of August. So that's almost 3 weeks. Yeah. And I'm going to need some cruise clothes, and I'm going to need some park clothes, and then I'm going to need out of the Disney bubble clothes, because our lovely friends are moving to Florida this month, and we will be meeting up with them for some fun and shenanigans to see their new home. And I don't really want to be going out in Disney clothes. So, yeah, it's a lot of planning and a lot of logistics. And Michelle has just found a brand new love for Halara, and I will be wearing one or two of their skirts. Maybe even feeling brave to wear a dress, which is the same colour as your hair, Jayne, so that she can be comfortable in the parks. Because at the end of the day, my comfort in all that humidity is all that counts.
Very, very true. But isn't this the best part of when you have any vacation, but even more special when you have a Disney vacation? It's the thinking and the planning and the looking forward to and the panicking and the hair and the nails and the, oh my goodness, have I got sun cream? Have I forgotten something? Spreadsheet mode.
Well, we will be having some spreadsheet moments this afternoon with my husband and I as we do more Disney planning. And normally when I go, I don't tend to make a massive amount of ADRs. This year, I have made the most ADRs I have made on a trip for like years.
Wow.
And there's quite a plethora of things we have got planned in on our trip. And I will be doing a podcast feature in post-holiday mode about where is the best breakfast, because just coincidentally it started out with us booking all of these breakfasts, and it just turned out every meal was virtually a breakfast because those menus appealed to us the most, and it fit the way we want to park tour to the best as well.
I must admit, Michelle, this is something that Simon and I were talking about only a couple of days ago, because I'm just approaching my ADR booking window. I think I've got about 3 weeks to go. And we were actually saying the same thing when we were there at the end of last year. We found that the breakfast options were some of the better value options to have. And we took it on that basis of we could have a really good meal to start the day. And actually, then we didn't find that we needed that much then during the rest of the day. So from experience, personally speaking, and I think you and I are on very similar wavelength anyway, but those foods do appeal and work really well.
Yeah. And for me, who doesn't mind getting up at stupid o'clock and getting to the parks half an hour before opening, doing a couple of hours in the park and then leaving to go for food, having a bit of a break when the ride lines are probably starting to build, and then maybe going on to the pool, maybe going on to a water park, maybe going on to a mall, going out of the Disney bubble, and then going back later in the day, not only will help us with the incredible heat that you get in August and July in Walt Disney World, but also will help us combat the queues, because, you know, some of these queue ride lines are like 2 hours. But if I can get into the park at opening in those 30 minutes of resort guest extra hours, I can probably go and do Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror, or I could do Slinky Dog and possibly Mickey and Minnie's Railroad, so I can get out of the way the ones that attract really long queues and get out of the park as most guests are starting to come into the park.
Yeah, I think it's sometimes with when we are talking about planning those days in the parks, it's, you have to remember, it's not a case of, oh, I need to be in for X hour in the morning and I'm going to be there all day. You know, you can come and go and leave and find things to do. And like you say, Michelle, particularly in that August period when you know that you're going to be prone to thunderstorms, downpours, you know, in the middle of the day it's going to be awfully hot. It's, well, just plan your day a little bit different, because, you know, and particularly for us Brits coming over, we've got, like you say, you're going to have nearly 3 weeks sort of thing when you're out there this time around. Most of us coming out tend to have the quintessential 2-week vacation. You've actually got a lot of hours there that you can tweak to make sure that you get done what you want to get done, but get it done sensibly, and don't run yourselves into the ground, and take the time to have those rest moments, whether it's, you know, a shopping trip out somewhere, or whether it's going to have a late brunch breakfast somewhere, or like you say, just go back to your hotel and I'd take advantage of the pools there, because middle of the day they're going to be a lot quieter than they would be at other times.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you say, if you're only going for 3 4 days, you don't get the luxury that we have. And I suppose the way that I've structured the trip, where I'm doing Pop, Disney Wish, Pop, and then the Dolphin, this enables me, those 6 nights at the Dolphin, I get 2 extra-hour deluxe guest evening events. So I've been really savvy with that, because then I get 2 hours at the Magic Kingdom and 2 hours at Epcot.
Yeah.
And we was just sort of like having a little bit of our planning meetings, which we do quite frequently over a coffee with the laptop reared up. And we were discussing, do we need to rope drop Epcot? And when we actually sat and thought about it, we don't. Because Soaring, it's an indoor queue. I don't mind waiting in that queue.
Yeah,
Figment, indoor queue. Don't mind. Not going to be massive. Seas with Nemo, not going to be a massive line. Yes, Frozen and Remy may have a busy line, admittedly. But I've been on them umpteen times. I'll do it at the after hours event.
Yeah.
The only attraction that we realised that had the potential for you to do a rope drop was Guardians of the Galaxy. And that, for me, if we are at Pop, is fairly easy to do, because we go into the International Gateway. But we just thought, well, do you know what? To avoid waiting in the lines completely, I'll just buy a Lightning Lane when I want to ride it.
Yeah.
And then that minimises that 2 hour awful wait.
Yeah.
And if it does go down, I get a bonus in return.
Yeah. And plus, those early morning entries, everybody does tend to head towards those big attractions like Guardians, like Test Track. So they're always going to be busy anyway. You might strike it lucky if you happen to be through really early on. It could be first into the building, but it there has to be a bit of a balance of how you want to run your holiday as well. It's you are on holiday at the end of the day, and this is your chance to kick back and relax. And perhaps an early morning rope drop and the anxiety and the pressure of getting in at a certain time isn't for everybody as well, and that's fine. And it's an attitude that we've always taken, is like, if there is a ride that we really, 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 really want to get on, and we haven't been able to do it during the course of a quote unquote normal day, then you have that Lightning Lane option, because the rides that you really, really, really want to get on tend to be the ones with Lightning Lane options.
Yeah, that's why I think I've programmed in maybe 6-7 days we start at Hollywood Studios, because we can go and do the big wait at a shorter wait by rope dropping it and getting maybe a couple done, and then we'll hop to Epcot, and then we'll hop to Animal Kingdom, and then we'll hop to Magic Kingdom, or then we'll go and do something else.
Yeah.
And I think the beauty of being at Pop, you've got the Skyliner.
Absolutely.
So you can get over to Hollywood Studios fairly early. Although my hack will be for the Hollywood Studios day is probably just ending up and getting an Uber, because we know there's going to be a wait for the Skyliner, and they might not operate as early as we want to get to Hollywood Studios. So an Uber isn't going to be a fortune.
No.
For a couple of times in the trip. So lots of early mornings at Hollywood Studios. We've got a couple of early mornings at the Magic Kingdom, and then a couple at Animal Kingdom. The only reason for Animal Kingdom is last year I did rope drop Pandora, and I found it really easy to get on those attractions. And then by the time I got to Kilimanjaro Safaris, it still was only 9 o'clock, and there wasn't much of a line for the safari.
Yeah, and if you want a really nice breakfast inside the Animal Kingdom, then you've got to go to Satuli Canteen, and they stop serving breakfast about 10, I think it is. So
yeah,
another thing to remember, because that's a good brekkie in there.
Yeah, and because we have, for the first part of the holiday, the quick service dining plan, we will definitely be eating in Pandora at some point to make full use of our dining amount that we have got. So we've had so much fun and games, sort of like, shall we go here? Shall we go there? I really fancy to go to Tusker House. I absolutely think their breakfast looks amazing. And if we do the hack of getting there for 10:30, we will get breakfast and lunch at the price of breakfast. However, even doing the breakfast hack, the price for Tusker House for breakfast for me is a little bit too much. If it's getting to the point where I'm spending over $100 on a breakfast for 2 people, that's my cut off. I am sorry. That's not going to happen unless it's Topolino's Terrace.
Yeah. Well, this is it though, isn't it? There are so many different options you can choose from. Obviously, price tags go up with the level of cuisine. Price tags go up when characters are involved, and then you just kind of have to weigh up, are you going to see the characters that you want to see? Are you going to see the characters in the outfits that you want to see? But more importantly, is the food what you want?
That was it. You see, with Tusker House, it serves a lot of things that hit my, ooh, that sounds good. The same with Boma. We are actually considering a Boma breakfast. It isn't on the list as yet, and Jayne's nodding her head in agreement, very anxiously, saying, Michelle, yes, book the Boma breakfast.
Yes, definitely.
I have done Boma dinner, I think, once or twice, and I really, really enjoyed it because I have a smaller appetite, though. I don't eat massive meals, and for me it's going to be quite challenging to get the value when it's $60 per person. Then you add the tax, then you add the tip, and I'm sort of thinking, we shall see. So yeah, it's good. We've had some really, really amazing and interesting discussions. At the moment, Mr. Hubster wants to go back to 50s prime time, and I've basically said no, there's nothing on the menu. But we have taken your advice, Jayne.
Ooh.
And we have booked a breakfast that I know you and Simon really enjoyed.
Oh, well, we enjoyed quite a few breakfasts, Michelle. Which venue are we talking about?
Maybe if I whisper it.
Oh, go on then, whisper.
That's the clue.
Whispering Canyon?
Yes.
Oh.
Now, their brunch runs till 2 p.m.
Now, we haven't done their brunch. We did their Thanksgiving meal, which was amazing. And I've done lunch there many, many, many years ago. So Jayne is now taking pen to paper. This is one Jayne hasn't thought of. Jayne is now writing down. You see, boys and girls listening to this show, it's not just information for you, it's information for Michelle and I. We waffle on and we suddenly have these revelations of things that we haven't thought about before. So there you go. It's education, it's planning, and we hopefully with all these wafflings on that we do, it's a little bit of waffling on. Do you see what I did there? Breakfast related joke. There might be some useful information in all of this.
They do all you care to enjoy signature skillets. So they have the Heritage, which is your very traditional American breakfast fare of the buttermilk cheddar biscuits with sausage gravy, scrambled eggs, country potatoes, hickory smoked bacon, pork sausage links, Mickey shaped waffle.
Nice.
$27. You could go down the lighter route where you can have a Swiss oatmeal, fresh fruit, yogurt, egg white, spinach frittata, turkey bacon, turkey sausage, country potatoes, and the Mickey shaped waffles. $27. Or you can do the one that has Simon's name on it. In fact, it should be renamed the Phipps.
Okay.
It's actually called the Carnivore. House-made cornbread with honey butter, maple chipotle, barbecue slow smoked pork ribs, oak smoked beef brisket, barbecued pulled pork, citrus herb chicken, country potatoes, buttered corn on the cob, baked beans.
Nice. I can see my hubster going for that one.
And it's as much as you want. So if you get that one and you really, really want more of that barbecued beef brisket or something, you can. Now, if you have a smaller appetite like moi, you can quite happily spend $12 on avocado toast.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love my avocado on toast.
Well, this is it. A side serving of some bacon it sounds a really, really good avocado toast. And yeah, there's a brisket omelette. You can get your standard waffles. So you don't have to go for a skillet. You can
Right.
go for something else. There is also, Jane, burnt ends nachos.
Sounds a bit of a weird one to have for breakfast, but
Well, yeah,
But I'm willing to
beef
take one for the
brisket,
team.
barbecue pulled pork, cheese sauce, maple chipotle barbecue, and fresh salsa. $14. That's what I will be probably having. And then another good hack, which my husband will be having, is you can have all you care to enjoy milkshakes in chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry flavour for $11.
No, that's not a bad deal if you're into your milkshakes. I must admit, I'm not a milkshake girl, never have been at all. But if you're into them, that could be
Yeah.
some good value.
So we have invited our Florida friends to join us for that. I think my booking is 10 o'clock. So it's the day where we move from Pop. So we're going to check out of Pop. We are either going to ask Bell Services to take our luggage to Swan and Dolphin. Now, there is a bit of a weirdness with Swan and Dolphin. With it being a Disney sort of friend hotel, you do get all of the perks. However, cruise line won't drop you off there.
No, it's a weird one, isn't it? It's like your deluxe with most of the perks, but
Yeah.
not some of the perks.
Yeah. The three main perks is I don't think Bell Services will take our bags. You're not able to use a reusable mug there.
Okay.
And the other one was, oh gosh, there was three, and the bus services aren't as great.
Yes, but you're not far. You can walk over to, say, you've got International
Yeah.
Gateway there anyway, haven't you? Plus the other resorts that you could use.
And the friendship boats.
And the friendship boats, yeah.
So our plan is to check out of Pop and either Bell Services, if we do take the bags, or we get our Uber to Wilderness Lodge, leave our luggage with Bell Services at Wilderness Lodge, go fill our faces with our delightful breakfast, and then get our cases back, and then Uber over to Dolphin and check in, leave the bags there, and go out for the day.
Yeah. Multiple ways to do it, yeah.
We sort of fathomed that out. We don't particularly care if that day, I think it's a Monday, if we don't go in the park, because we get the extra hours event at Epcot that evening. So
Right.
we probably are just going to trog into Epcot around 8 o'clock at night, and probably we will spend that evening hitting a couple of rides, possibly riding Guardians, maybe more than once or twice to get the absolute value, because for me that's my favourite ride.
And then you've just got a lovely little stroll back to your hotel room at the end of the night.
Yeah, don't even have to worry about getting a friendship boat, because in my opinion, by the time you've waited, got on it, got off it, you've beaten the boat back.
And to be fair, Michelle, it's what, 10-minute walk tops? It's not far to walk,
Yeah.
is it, at all?
The only thing that it's not pleasant is if it's absolutely persisting it down and it's absolutely lightning and thunder and awful. However, at that point, the Skyliner won't be working, and neither will the friendship boats. So then you'd have to trog all the way back to Spaceship Earth and then get on a bus.
Or just get wet.
Or just get wet. And it's quite funny, those pathways do get into a little mini swimming pool.
Well, I was just about to say, Michelle, whenever you talk about rain getting to be that intense, I do have to cast my mind back to when you and I met up. And when the Phipps family did the kitchen sink challenge, and we walked over, didn't we? And it was like we were trying to avoid the puddles, and it was ponds, I think, that had appeared on that walkway. And I don't think we did. I remember sitting in the air conditioning inside Beach Soda and Cream, and just being like, the aircon, can you please switch it off now? Because I'm really cold, because I'm wet, and the aircon is just making me feel colder and wetter.
Yeah. Note to self, denim jeans and denim jean shorts in August are such a bad idea, because once they are wet, they are wet.
They're wet, they're staying that way, yeah.
Yeah. So Michelle will not be taking any denim on her Walt Disney World trip. And that's a good point, Jayne, because it weighs more than your nice little cycle shorts that are made out of nice, stretchy, lightweight lycra.
But on the other side, Michelle, it's daft little things like that. It's somebody mentions rain and I think of pond puddles along the boardwalk area and I think of you. So doesn't that just go to show that you can have these weird and wonderful experiences, and whilst not ordinarily in the normal world you would be annoyed and angry and not happy about something, but it happens at Disney and it happens with your friends, and all of a sudden those memories that you've made take on a completely different tone. And doesn't that just sum up what this mad community is all about, and these vacations that we take and the memories that we create?
I'm Jayne's wet puddle memory.
Shall we leave it there, Michelle?
Yeah, so anyway, we did start the show with a focus of a particular discussion, but you know what I'm going to do, Jayne? I think we have meandered through one or two topics in such a delightful manner. Why don't we save our feature and record it as a special podcast exclusively for our Patreons, and they get to enjoy an additional podcast in this fair month of July. Everyone else, if you do want to hear that and you want to get the bonus of supporting our show financially, go on over patreon.com/Disney Dream Girls. You can also support the show by writing a new review on your listening platform to say that you are enjoying the show. You can share it with your friends, and you can also visit our Instagram at DisDreamGirls, where we are sharing all sorts of nonsense with regards to our Disney living life, and sometimes I just might put in a random picture of me having a coffee in the garden because that's what sometimes a Disney life is all about. Anyway, until next time, it's a goodbye from me.
And bye from me.